We are going to wind this yarn with hand, a pair of scissors, and also my Swift or umbrella. For the yarn, once I open, I usually give a light and gentle snap just so it's easier for me to work. Put it on your Swift, open it up to a good position, cut the ties, check to see which end is easier to unravel. Make sure that there's no tangle, no nothing. To start a center pull ball from winding with hand, I will use my 3 fingers to start. So first of all, I hold the end tip of the yarn with my thumb and I'll just leave it in my palm, and then I will start winding gently. We do not want to choke our 3 fingers. It's gonna hurt later if you wind it too tight. Just wind it very loose, like you're just wrapping, very gently. So I'll wind until I have something like this, or a little bit more is okay. It become a little bit harder to hold with your 3 fingers because the yarn started to want to slide off and they don't want to stay intact in the center. And that's the time where I can actually remove it from our fingers and let it out. So at this point, I'm still holding my center yarn. It's just, for me, easier to grab my the center pull ball later. But now I can actually slide it off. If you're using a fingering weight or if it's a lace weight, you also wind it to be about the same thickness as well. So it's not really by the yarn weight and how many rotation you need to wind. It's more of if you have enough yarn to bunch up and to continue later. So now I will actually put my thumb into where this yarn that we're going to unravel later for center. For now, I can actually wound it, put it inside, because I don't want it to be dangled outside and then disturb my winding. So I'll put it there, and this is where my thumb is. So I will press it down gently, and then one side of the circumference is covered by my thumb, the other side is covered by my 3 fingers, and I am holding it like I'm holding an egg. So be gentle, keep that position in a C position, and then do the same thing. We're wrapping it nice and gentle around your fingers, so the 3 fingers and the thumb, until we also come to a tiny bump. So we see that there's enough bump on my fingers right now, and I'm going to remove my 3 fingers, but do not remove your thumb, okay? Just remove your 3 fingers. And it should be easy because you should not be choking your own fingers. So still leave your thumb there, but turn it a little bit so your 3 fingers is holding somewhere else of the round. And this is how we're making a center pull ball. We're going to wrap around our fingers, and then not right on top of the thumb. Now we're going to move it slightly over because my thumb is now buried in yarn. You can't really see it, but we still want it nice and gentle, and then fold, and then you want to wrap your 3 fingers inside as well. So after we wrap a few more, then we can start rotate. So from now on, there's already a ball. We can actually start rotating it a little bit faster, so we don't have to wait until there's a super big bump. We can just wrap, and then when I feel enough, remove my fingers, turn, and wrap. Okay, remove my fingers, turn. So my thumb is always inside, and you see that my thumb is buried further deeper and deeper into the yarn ball because our ball is getting a little bit bigger. And once your ball started to become a little bit bigger and it's harder for you to wind both your fingers with the yarn ball, then you don't have to worry about where you wrap, but you just still want to wrap it gently. You don't want it to be too tight, because having yarn always on tension is going to make the yarn lose their elasticity. So we do want to wrap the yarn softly and gently. So we can start wrapping, but we still want to keep our thumb inside. Okay, and then we're finishing off, so we'll tuck the yarn somewhere that's secure for the outside. And then here's our thumb, and I'm not putting it out. I'm going to insert my first finger. There should be some room. And then find your center. Okay, it actually came out with my thumb. So here I can keep pulling, keep pulling. Okay, and this is how we wind a center pull bowl with our hands and a Swift.